G'day guys, and Merry Christmas from the Fink fam. We are going to do a little bit of car swapping here. We'll move the JZX. JZX is going to move over to the other garage, and what's coming out, which I'm pretty excited to show you guys, is the S13. So this is going to be your first official look at the colour. Pretty excited to show you guys. It's nice and sunny right now. Well, the sun just dipped behind a cloud, but as soon as that sun comes back out, I really want to show you guys the new colour. And I don't have it all together yet, still waiting on a couple of the panels to be painted. More so I'm scared to pick them up because now they're painted. It's kind of hard to transport freshly painted panels and stuff. So we're going to work that out. But I'm going to drive the 100 out now and get the S13 to the workshop side so we can get this thing finished. Hopefully before summer hats. Otherwise we're taking the 100. So fingers crossed we can make it work. Yeah. How good's the Deafy sweep? E85 car starts like a dream. Cannot complain with that. Roll this thing out, show you guys this paint. Alright guys, I've got to unveil it to you. The new colour, super duper happy with it. The guys from Hammer Paint supplied the paint, so I cannot thank them enough. Pink Bit Auto laid it. Super duper pumped. You like the paint?
Yeah.
You like it, but the girls don't like it, do they? Do you know what we care? We only care about the boys. See that funny thing going around where I build this car, I polish it up, I make it look good, just so some boys will like it? That's 100% us in cars. But here we go guys, unveiling the colour. I wish the whole car was here, but this is enough to show you guys. Sorry, neighbours.
They were there watching.
Yeah, the other neighbours. The other neighbours. I got to remember that I have a 3-3 diff ratio in this thing now, so first gear is equivalent to your second. You know, they're very long years.
Jack,
So
those neighbours or those neighbours?
these neighbours are sweet as. The other neighbours, they were playing pool before 9 AM next to our bedroom, so I'm not too mad about it. You know, it's all good. All right, small intermission for a BMX sesh with my boy. See, we got the ramp happening out the front of the house now. My boy Bossy is more into it than ever right now, and I want to be hella supportive for him. So we're down at the pump track. Amazingly, what are we, not Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas Eve, and the place is dead. Not a single kid, nobody here at all. It's all us, dude. So I might try and get a couple clips here, but it's just me and him, and I'm gonna session with him, so might not get footage, might. See what you see right now. There you go. Yo. All right, where are we at? Next spot?
Yeah.
New skate park?
Yeah.
So we're down Jindalee Skate Park now. I've actually never been here, even when I was riding like flat out. So it's been an interesting one. All right, good little session going on down here. There was a bunch of locals down here. I had a good little sesh, to be honest. I hurt my foot, hurt my ankle, did land a downside whip on a hip, on a flat bank to flat bank hip, which I'm pretty happy with for my age and my size. Bossy's having a ball. He didn't like this skate park at first, but then I had to convince him that the reason there was a bunch of other BMXs here because it's a good skate park, and he's come around now and realizes it's a good little skate park and it's fully shaded, which I'm really pumped on.
I think the scooter kid was jealous at how far I jumped.
Yeah, well, you're on a BMX, you're always going to jump further.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep trying to convince him and make him understand that BMXs are infinitely better than scooters, that's for damn sure. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. My ADD brain is going crazy and decided to work on the Suzuki. There is a thing up here in Queensland called the Santa Bash. Happens every year on Christmas Eve. Everyone dresses up as Santa Claus and goes wheeling at Glassy. I kind of want to go. There was only a few little things I had to do to the front of the Suzuki. Namely, I put these the wrong way around, so apparently that one needs to go here, this one needs to go there, and that'll make my steering easier. I didn't get 6-shooters while I was overseas. I wanted to get some 6-shooter hubs for the front of the Suzuki because it's Hilux hubs, axles, but I didn't. So I need to sort of have a look at what we can do there, because I know you can sort of do a few different options where you can essentially weld an extra bolt on or weld an extra piece, especially when I have this real nice thick stuff here to be able to weld an extra piece on. And I think from what I was seeing is you weld it, let me go around here, turn the wheel to the side. My belief is you weld to there and you actually drill and tap a hole there and connect that to there. So it just gives an extra point of contact with that sort of upper part, because basically what had been happening with the way I had it before is this part has been breaking off, and yeah, and everything goes real bad. So trying to work out a way around that situation, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and switch these two over and then hopefully go and pick up some more of the parts for this little Johnny and start putting more of this back together. Yes. I also found out something from Frosty. I forgot that we deleted the brake bias controller, and I think when I was trying to do skids before, the thing just wanted to take off. My brake bias is all messed up, so I need to get a new brake bias controller. I already have the split in the hoses, so it's actually super easy to put one back in, but what happened is the one we originally had in it started leaking and I forgot about it. We'd actually taken it out, so we need to go through that. A little bit of a pain in the butt, but we need to get that sorted. Other than that, we are minty on the S13. I'm feeling pretty freaking confident about this car for once. Being able to just, even though it was a small skid, you know what I mean, just the way the temp stayed nice and low and everything makes me very, very happy. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this thing will just play ball and we'll be kicking goals. One thing I do want to do in the future, I'm going to speak to my mate at Critty at Drag Tech Customs and get him to make a metal surround or an aluminium surround to go around this area here to help strengthen the carbon fiber, because I've cut a lot of it away, and essentially have like this cool little like flame design, and that'll get painted in the same gold. I'll probably do something similar for the exhaust as well. All right, for right now, get to work on this Suzuki, switching these arms over and see how it all feels steering wise after that. And there's a few bolts I found loose as well, so you know, just doing a nut and bolt check before I take this thing out full driving again, because the last time I did, I had some big issues with you know, bolts coming loose and falling off. So I'm gonna fix stuff. Yeah, not bad. You say you can hear my car?
No! Why does the mouse, you reckon?
You know, it's only loud when it pops.
Danny frightened the shit out of Tony's sister every time you wreck them.
The gunshots.
Oh. I said, no,
front end alignment done-ish. We just wanted to make sure the wheels are pointing the right way. Obviously got these arms where they need to be. Next thing, I actually forgot last time I went wheeling, I broke my fair lead. So we need to put a new fair lead on the front. And I still need to do up some, hey?
You got a snow cannon.
I do have a snow cannon, but it's, yeah, something wrong with it.
Oh yeah?
It's not for my gun that I ever had.
I know a bloke.
You know a bloke?
I know a bloke that's got one.
Yeah. All I need to do now is find the fair lead, and be able to put it on.
The old fair lady, eh?
Yeah. Rightio, as you can see, darkness has come upon us. I've been busy, but I didn't film. Don't know why. Because I was busy. I just get busy and I forget to film. But, gone ahead, I do have an issue with the Suzuki because it makes so much torque with the 1.6 single cam that it really does try and tear the motor out of the car. And that engine mount down there is a bit how you're going. So what I've gone and done is I got a GK Tech S13 engine brace kit, and I've cut and welded it and mounted it to one of the engine braces here, and I've gone ahead and I've bolted it with this let's call it limiting strap here, basically to try and stop the motor from torquing that way. I know with a dampener it's meant to work that way, but I'm fairly sure it's going to do essentially the same thing going that way. What I've bolted it to is a chassis rail, but it's not. It's not a cosmetic chassis rail, but it's not super duper strong. But it's still just going to be another bit of strength in there to try and stop this 1.6 from absolutely tearing itself out of the chassis, because that's what it tries to do. It sounds funny, but I didn't actually check for clearance with the bonnet, so this is the exciting part where I see if the bonnet closes. There's some restriction.
It touches.
And then we use the old technique of, if anyone is watching this and don't know about this technique, it's actually a sick technique for pretty much anything you want to do. You can do it paint, but grease is kind of a pretty good way to do it. You just, basically on the high parts, just going to add some grease, especially, but I just want to see, I'm using that as basically as a guide to see what touches. So I'll try and close the bonnet again, see where it was touching, and then we can go ahead and make necessary hammer adjustments from there. I think that'll...
Light trimming.
I'll do it. You've obviously seen that done before. You're a diesel mechanic.
Yeah.
So.
We use putty or Play-Doh.
Yeah. There we go. So there's a bit right there.
Easy fix.
So we can go ahead and get the grinder and just do a zing zing.
A light modification.
Yeah. Just want to really getting stressed out here. We did some grinding before, and obviously we have the freshly... No, people have seen it. That's
okay.
all right. So the colour's been unveiled in this video. But obviously S13 sitting right there, and then Tiana's freshly painted steel... Well, not Tiana's, our 86's freshly painted bonnets right there. So
what's yours is hers and hers is yours.
Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it? So I might... I don't think I need this on the hoist anymore. I do need to pump the tyres up on the right side a little bit, so I might go ahead and pump the tyres up and just back this away from everything that's freshly painted and kind of expensive. I put the new fair lead on. I don't know if you guys, if I pointed that out earlier in the video, but I needed to find a new one of them. I found it.
Shiny. Yeah,
well, half shiny, half been underwater for a while. I don't exactly know what happened there, but it happened. Yeah, right, so I'll clean that. It is just that, isn't it?
From the looks of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, and anything else is going to be near enough to close enough.
I reckon if you just gave it a light touch with a hammer, you'll probably get away with it.
Yeah, I've already cut half it out anyway. Like, I'm not really too stressed on it. Probably might do up that 10mm a little bit there. That's definitely loose as a goose.
Or put one in.
No, that broke off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I feel like this is definitely going to help my situation because the 1.6 is just an absolute powerhouse.
Oh.
I did get the Trail Tough engine mounts, which are like the U-View engine mounts for these things.
It's too
And
much
she's
torque.
still trying to tear them up.
Yeah.
And it's NA.
It's because it's so much torque.
No, I don't know. I genuinely don't know why. All the bolts are in it, everything. So I don't know whether it may have come a little bit loose and then it's damaged itself from there, or I really actually don't know exactly what's happened there. But
Well, we fixed it now,
Yeah.
so it should be right.
do some tyre pumping and some grinding. Alright, weight loss. We're making it faster.
The car flexes, now the bonnet does too.
That's it.
Nice.
Bloody oath, mate. What else do I need to do? Oh, so I also just worked out when we moved the car, the engine does twerk that way.
Just a little bit.
Tweak?
I'm going with twerk.
I feel like
Twerk's good.
twerk's not the right word for it. But the engine does go towards the dampener, so that's kind of cool.
But in reverse, it was going the other way. So
Yeah, I reckon when I get some... Well, half the problem is too, this car has a very lazy into reverse. You know, have you heard it before? It goes, bangs into reverse. So I do need to get the auto out of this thing one day and give it a freshen up. But I feel like a big part of that is that bang into reverse that does hurt the engine mount, because engine mounts obviously you wouldn't expect to cop a hiding in reverse, which you do get this thing in some situations where you have to give it a heap in reverse. So I feel like that's probably my drama, is the reverse stuff, and that is going to help with that. So
yeah, it's going to stop the engine moving and limit it as much as it can.
Well, it didn't move much then, so that was quite cool.
No.
What else have I got left to do?
I just have to.
We're going for a night wheel, aren't we?
Yeah. We've got.
How hard would it be to make the light bar work?
Maybe we'll have a look at it.
The buggy whip.
We figured out the UHF, so that's getting solved.
So my
tomorrow.
UHF is broken. We're going to go to Andrew's house tomorrow and put in a new UHF. You have another UHF?
Yeah, I've got one I've just pulled out.
We'll slap another one in it to get that working so we can talk to everybody. But we could probably do it off the...
Does the headlights work?
Headlights work.
Oh, then let's
so be able to get some power off the back somewhere.
We'll figure it out.
Alright, move this back forward.
Sounds good.
Okay, we've got some stuff done. Or quickly turn the parkers on. We've got to show them the thing. Got to show the thing. The buggy whip.
Oof.
Woohoo! It's bright too. And it's pretty bright out here, so obviously when it's dark, that thing is going to light up like crazy.
Who needs a light bar when you've got
Turn the
that?
light off?
Oh wow. Yeah, go turn the light off for a sec. Alright, we'll get to you to turn the light off quickly. But in the meantime, got some 350Z mirrors, and I don't have any mirrors on my Suzuki. So I'm going to put 350Z mirrors on my Suzuki. Wow.
Oof.
Yeah, that is real bright. Okay. So, I've already made modifications to these genuine 350Z mirrors.
Super
I'm going to
expensive.
go ahead. Not super expensive, but they're definitely not cheap. So hopefully I'll fall on my side less, because that's what keeps happening. But I feel like these are going to be stronger than the old Suzuki mirrors.
To the first wall.
But then when you've got like a bit over a ton of full drive landing on the mirror, and that's the thing with full drives, you do fall on the mirrors occasionally. I'm going to do it anyway. We just had Hayden sit in the driver's seat and you can't actually see out of it. I'm just trusting he said he could see out of it, so...
He has had a few alcoholic beverages, so we don't really know.
He went to sort of say something and he's like, I could see in his face, he's like, oh, he's right. So, I'm going to
bit to be had.
drill some holes in here, attempt to bolt it on. Not even actually 100% sure. Oh, nah, beautiful, easy. That's what we're going to do. But this is just like a nice thick little piece of metal. Oh, no. I think that lines up right where I don't want it to. If you look in here, there's one little piece right there, which I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to try and drill into. You can't really see it on the thing, but there's some...
Okay.
Yeah. I'll have a look. We'll drill in and see what happens.
Sounds good.
Things you can do on a four-wheel drive build that you can't do on a drift car build.
Would
Well,
you do the same to this?
Hold on a second. I've seen you do this to drift cars.
What?
I've seen you oval out holes on your fucking 370Z.
Yes.
One for you.
And I reckon I've seen you do it to fucking... Was it that? No. I reckon I've seen you do it to your 100.
The 100.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are we talking about?
Oh, it's full of shit, man. Full of shit.
Oh, shit. You're not.
Yeah, it's not on as...
Just duct tape it on.
Well, see how there's like a gap, you know?
Nah.
Oh, you want a taptometer?
Nah, it doesn't.
You reckon you'd be able to use that on like a
Oh,
top
mate.
one?
It's, I've actually mounted it on a bit of a... You could see out of it though, right?
I could see Andrew's face. Let me tell you what I can see now.
It's a bit of a droopy mirror.
Yeah, but she's adjusted.
Can you see me?
I'm looking right at your head.
You are too. Wow, we did good.
Winging it.
Now, these Army wing mirrors. How does the 350Z mirror look on a Vitara? In case anybody was ever wondering, it looks like
Spicy.
a little not meant to be there mirror. But, you know what?
It's better to be there
It's
than not be there.
sturdy. You can see where you need to see. It's...
We'll give it a good old test.
There'll be some testing. There'll be some testing. What? Well, it's gonna just lay on it. The
Yeah.
car will lay on it.
And then if it doesn't work, we'll complain to this and say your mirrors aren't strong enough.
Yeah. I put some Nissan mirrors on my
Suzuki.
Suzuki 4-wheel drive, and the car fell on them and they broke.
Yeah, we want a refund.
Alright, this is where we are. Storm Prevention Centre. Raptor's undercover. S13's undercover. Got a big old storm on the way in. The only car that's outside, not undercover, is the old Zook. And my 370Z is at Jason's, not undercover. Although knowing Jason, he's probably put it undercover and put one of his own cars out. He's such a bloody amazing person. But big old storm. Come on, show me some lightning. Looks sick with the palm trees. You can see it flashing out there, but there's definitely a ton of lightning. We've got some black on the way to us. Oh, I don't know if you could see this guy lighting up, but yeah, we've got some black on the way to us, so I figured this is the safe thing to do. All the JZX 100s are undercover. Mine's in the garage. Hayden's and Tiana's are undercover. Zook's out. Zook can cop a million hits. I don't really care. It's designed. Yeah, it's pretty much for that. You know, Raptor's away, S13's away, and all safe and sound. So yeah, I think I'll wrap this one up here. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Tomorrow's one is going to be an absolute ripper. We're taking this thing out wheeling, the Suzuki. It's been a while since we've been out. Just then when I drove it, the steering feels a million times better. So yeah, but definitely I've stuffed that up and now it is a million times better. So yeah, Santa Bash coming up. Tune in for the next one, guys. See you then.